Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me once again. It is funny to see that the northern Nigerian youths and elders and elites indeed are saying that they do not want the United States of America deal in securing the resources for an exchange for security guarantee. I mean, we all know that there are so many things America does, but here we are. The northern Nigeria said they would rather go for an Arab nation like the Palestine, like the Pakistanis, than to choose America. In fact, some of them are saying that they would rather have the Chinese come in and protect the country over them having or choosing United States of America. You see, I do not have a problem with the America as a person because I know that so many of these Arab nations till tomorrow still engage them in providing security for their nation. I mean, on my comment section, I have read so many reactions to my previous programs on this matter where some people have said that America are not to be trusted. But again, I repeat, what you must understand is this: there is no nation in this world that has built more powers, that has granted more help, more assistance, more technological transfer like the America. No matter what you have to say, the Russians would not have become who they are today with their Americans. No matter what you have to say, the Chinese wouldn't have become whatever they are today without the Americans. Go and read the history when Chairman Mao, Deng Xiaoping of China opened the economy. Go and check who were the people Deng Xiaoping invited into the economy. Go and study how the likes of Kuwait and Qatar, how they frolic with America on security matters. Go and understudy the Gulf War, the role America played to take down the Saddam Hussein. Go and study how America has always intervened and helped with the Arab wars and conflicts. Go and study how America in the past helped the Europeans. But here we are again. We keep insisting. In fact, go and study how America did not have a colony in Africa. I'm telling you, when the Berlin Conference was done, America did not have any colony. It was the France, it was the English, it was the Belgians, it was the Netherlands. It is just of recent, so many people say that the Americans, because of their greed and whatnot, are destabilizing the Congos. What you must understand is this: I will not whitewash the Americans, but the Americans are evil when some certain parties are in power. Okay? The Americans might be evil when they are dealing with some leaders who are unintelligent. Yes. And I don't want to have that argument that the Chinese are in any way better off. Excuse me? The same Chinese who will give you a loan to sell your future. The same Chinese who will hardly pass down technology. You can, for the last 10 years to 15 years, show me a country the Chinese have successfully built from ground up and they are today standing on their own. We can, for whatever sentiment, for whatever reasons, agree that the America are bad, but they are not as bad, neither are they as evil as the Arab nations and the Chinese. Not to even talk about now that we have a president like Donald Trump. It is surprising to Tinubu that the North are saying that they would rather have a Palestine. Indeed, they would even rather have the bandits continue to pillage their resources than to welcome America into the country, than to welcome Donald Trump to have a share of the resource, while it guarantees the total security of the northern borders. I don't know why these elements called the northern Nigerians, why they always feel they are sensible. You know what they're trying to avoid? They simply do not want an end. They do not want to put an end to that illegal extraction of the gold that keeps going to Dubai. I mean, they said that the former governors of Zamfara State, the former governors, all of them have illegal mines. These are the reports out there. Now, most of the former governors of Zamfara all have what? Gold mines. And this is not far-fetched, because you will never see a former governor of Zamfara State. And by the way, in Nigeria today, Zamfara happens to be the most state that has the largest abundance of gold ore and deposits. And if you check your map, in the northwest, Zamfara happens to have the highest amount of insecurity. If you go to the northeast, when you check it, Borno, okay, because of the lithium there, has the highest, the largest. Some people are saying Californium. I don't believe that, by the way, but some people are saying there's Californium in Borno State, probably an hoard where people can extract Californium. These are the two states. These are the two areas. Why is it that the governors of those states will never say that the bandits should never be forgiven? What you will see is the past governors will tell you, let us have a peace deal. Okay, Matawale had several peace deals. He had several ransom paid to these bandits, which in return they go out there to get more ammunition and what? Artilleries to continue the perpetration of their illegal minings. You can see that the unity of this country is built on exploitation and extortion of resources. In the south, the word that the oil belongs to all of us is there. But in the north, we do not want external help. We do not want external, intervention. Let us deal with our own insecurity in our own way. And what does that mean? Let us negotiate with them. Let us go into peace deals with the bandits. So the bandits now are, over time, the bandits will be contracted to be the one that will protect the minerals. I mean, this is where the Nigerian state is going. Where the bandits will be what? Will be contracted and be asked, go and protect the gold mines. So you can see that what is good for the goose is what the North are saying that is good for the gander. If a person like Tompolo can be contributing 10 billion to Delta State as security trust fund, and so the bandits, the Fulani elders, the northern edit, whatever they have, also have the sense of entitlement that, well, we don't want the Americans, we don't want them. If the Palestinians, the Hamas, the Arabs cannot come and protect us because we believe we have the religious affinity, cultural similarities, then let the bandits be contracted. It's as simple as that. I mean, that is where this country is actually going right as it stands. And we want to keep calling ourselves a nation. Abi? We want to continue wasting our time that we are a country where the Nigerian army do not have the sole cohesive power of aggression and suppression. In a country whereby the power of the military has been balkanized, in a country whereby the power of the military is being questioned by bandits. I mean, there is a poster on my screen. You can see that yesterday they said there was an ambush. I mean, you must understand that why some certain technologies have not been abducted by the Nigerian army, by the Nigerian, security apparatus, is because some elements will stand in way. Yes, they'll stand in way. Why do you think that they keep telling us there's no Christian genocide? They know that narrative, when Trump eventually buys it, yes, the national South when they speak up. Trump might possibly, maybe, arm the southern Nigerians or give the Nigerian army a weapon that would probably help us to eliminate these bandits in a couple of days. That's just it. But here we are. There is nothing in this world that comes for free. You have to choose your devil and your evil. You have to choose your partner. Okay? You have to. I don't know why. And I've always said it that when there is a popular saying coming from the north, my brother, you should understand that that thing protects their interests. If they can say that Donald Trump is evil, they know what they are saying. For as long as they are not defending it, and it's a popular saying, that America wants to what? Probably push a religious conflict on the nation, then you must understand that it is threatening their interest. It is what? Threatening their interest. And this is why we as a people, we must begin to speak up. We cannot remain silent. Why would you tell me that in Nigeria as it stands today should not partner with the strongest nation in the world, but we should partner with Arab nations, we should partner with China, because you feel you want to demonize America? Sincerely? Okay, what makes China better than America? What makes China America better than America? In what way? I mean, when you look at the antecedent of America compared to China, America, in terms of lifting nations, helping nations, bringing nations out of crisis, which of course comes at a price, because you shouldn't expect it for free. But I mean, if you look at it significantly, you will understand that America has done this in multiple fold, in fact, in 500 folds than China. China will not be that. China are not in any way a charity nation. The last time China gave the African Union a building in Addis Ababa, I mean, we know what happened about that building. That building was, they said they donated it for free, but it wasn't for free. One, they were gathering intelligence from the African nations. That building was totally bugged from head to toe. That building was mapped to be what? To be detonated if anything funny happens in Africa. That building was used to chain the African countries and nations. There are so many countries in the African continent today that are in so many ways indebted to China, and if they do not pay, China will take up their national assets. Show me in places where America has taken up countries' national assets. The biggest thing, or the thing that America would do, are sanctions. Because you renegade. And these sanctions can be lifted if you, or will never be what? Put in there if you do not in any way what? Derail. So you cannot tell me that the Arabs, the Chinese, and whatnot have their own conditionalities are way better than the Americans. No, I will not. The Arabs, which the Nigerian country today is saying that Nigeria is now inclining to Islamic Bank of Development. I beg, what are the conditions Islamic Bank will give? When they give you loan, over the years, they will start bringing what? Halal terms. They will start telling you that this money, you cannot use it to do this type of enterprise. Yes. Before you know, they'll tell you that you cannot use this money to build roads, to pick farms. I mean, listen, it is just unfortunate that we find ourselves in a cycle, in a box whereby those that want to rapidly grow cannot grow, because those who have the larger populations, of course, who are the northerners, simply want to work with what suits, and of course, that thing that best fits their religion, which is retrogressive in nature. It's unfortunate, it's just so sad, because these people who got the religion from Saudi, That same Saudi wants to work with Donald Trump. That same Saudi wants to work with the West. That same Saudi is inviting the likes of Rihanna, inviting Nicki Minaj, inviting all manners of sports, invited Cristiano Ronaldo, opening the economy, doing all these things. But northern Nigerians want to be holier than the Pope. They want to be the custodian of the religion. Meanwhile, their people, their youth are being killed, are dying, buying, impoverished because the religion has been used against them. Unfortunately, if you're not joining, please kindly like, subscribe, and share. By
You see, there's a lot of missing link when it has to do with addressing or combating security challenges. Number one, ineffective community policing. Right. What is community policing here? It's a constant interaction between members of communities, rural communities, and the police and the military. If there's no interaction, there will not be opportunity or privilege to get that information that they got, right? And how well are security agencies, engaging the communities in the event where they see something, they say something, and there's a channel that information that they get passes through and gets to law enforcement agents for them to act as quickly as possible. Now, this information got to the military and they acted on it. And for us to succeed, which of course they have succeeded in this, it has to do with intelligence that is gathered locally. Crime is local, and the only way we can see how to address this crime is to also go local, right? So, for us to address it is the way to go, which of course they have done, and we expect this effort from other governors and other security advisors to governors. If you look at it, some other governors are not even acting the way this Kogi governor is acting. I want to use this opportunity to commend the Kogi state governor, right? Because some other special advisors are not known. They are docile. They are just there getting being paid for services not being rendered from them, and they were appointed by governors based on their wealth of experience, because most of them are either retired military officers or police officers that are serving as special advisors on security to their various governors at different states, right? So for us as a country, we must see that there's effective community policing where members of the public have this confidence to give information to our law enforcement agents, right, for them to act.